Zoe, I love Vindaloo. It's one of my favourite curries in the entire world because it's so hot, it gets you sweating, and it's got beef in it, and it's got a hell of a lot of spices, which helps it give it its aromatic sort of flavour, which is what I love the most.
like this.
Now, what I'm going to get you is to make the spice mix. So what I've got here is I've gone ahead and put my little pan, which goes into the oven, which is what I love about these pans. Beautiful handle here. You've got to make sure if you put a pan in the oven that you make sure it's got a metal handle so it doesn't melt.
This is true.
Really important. Now, I've got some cumin and some coriander seed, whole spices, and what I'm going to do is pop them in the mortar and pestle here.
Thank you.
And I'm going to watch you work up a sweat, Zoe, because you're going to pound the spices down, which is what they used to do in the olden days, apparently, to get all the flavours out of it. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to add a couple of little bits of star anise.
Nice.
Which gives it a lovely sort of aniseed sort of flavour. I've got some fennel seed in there as well. About a tablespoon of fennel seed goes in there. And I've got some mustard seed, which is, yellow mustard seed or white mustard seed, whatever you want to call it. And I'll put about a tablespoon of that in there. Here we go, in we go. Look at that, it's all coming together.
See, for me, this is such a familiar smell because my mum used to get me to do this as a little girl.
Oh, I love it. Could imagine. A couple of cloves in there, be careful of cloves, they're quite strong. And I've got some cardamom pods here. These are green cardamom pods. I think these have got a really good flavour.
Yeah,
you can get black ones as well, but I prefer the green ones. In they go. And of course, I've got some black pepper. About a tablespoon of black pepper goes in there as well. There we go.
This is like a medicinal, wonder power in here because all these spices have different nutritional properties. Got anti-inflammatory, anti-parasitic, antibacterial, and you can eat your way to good health. I love it.
So I can have a curry vindaloo and live a very long life. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Zoe?
Not with maybe all the oil, and the quantity is probably the key thing here.
Oh, that's what I love. Now, I've cut some garlic up, and I'm going to cut the onion up, and I'm just waiting for my pans to get really, really hot. And I'm looking at the red dot in the centre, which is the key to telling you when the pans are ready. Have a look at that red dot there. Now, that's how I know that it's ready to add some oil. So I get a nice, big, extra big splush of oil. Look, I reckon this is about a quarter of a cup of oil. You want a fair bit of oil in there because you want that splush and... Oh, look at that.
Like that?
You've done that already.
Let's pick a couple of these cardamom seeds out a little bit.
There we go. Now, what I've got is a little bit of fat from the beef, and I'm not going to waste it. I want that flavour in there, so I throw that in there as well. And I've got my beef here, probably about 500-600 grams of rump. Now, if you can grab my knife there and cut up those chilies. I'm going to need all of those chilies.
Seeds, the whole thing?
The whole lot of it.
The whole chicken caboodle.
We want it hot. We want it spicy. We want
By the way,
some flavour.
I feel very honoured that you've just given me your knife. I know that is a huge compliment.
One of my special knives, those ones, and I'm letting you use it because I trust you, Zoe. I know you know exactly what you're doing with a knife like that. Now, what I've done, Zoe, is I've gone ahead and thrown some of the spices in the actual beef, so it sweats off.
It smells amazing already. I mean, I know we haven't done much, but it's really beautiful.
I haven't done much. You've been doing all the work. Can you grate the turmeric for me?
Yeah.
Fresh turmeric. You can use ground turmeric if you like. But if you've got fresh turmeric, it's always nice, and some ginger as well. Now, what I'll do is I'll slide this into the pan here and you can feel that action going on there. Fantastic.
Now, how much turmeric do you need? More or less?
Oh, that's about just a little bit more. Now, I've got some curry leaves. Now, these are great to get. You can get them in a lot of the Asian grocery stores.
Yeah, but they really do make a dish taste wonderful.
That's right. And I'll add a bit more spice in there as well, and a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. Now, if you're making this at home, you might want to use coconut oil or any other oil, but I love extra virgin olive oil. Now, I'm going to grab this chilli, and the reason I'm using so much chilli is a Vindaloo is all about hot and spicy. The spices give you the flavour and the aromats, and the chilli give you the heat, and that's the thing that makes you sweat. Red. There we go. Now, I'll grab these spices here. Now, I've got to be careful because the turmeric, when it gets on my hands, will actually colour everything. Yeah. But that's OK. That's how they used to dye clothes. There we go. Now, what I've got is some flour, some lovely flour, and I'm just using the biscuit flour. You can use whatever flour you want, as long as it's not self-raising. About a tablespoon and a bit in there. And what I'll do, Zoe, is just stir that around, and the flour will pick up all the oil and sort of dry it up a little bit.
It's really smelling incredible.
Here we go. And what I'll do to pick up all the flavour out of the pan is I'll add the vinegar to this, and I'll add the chicken stock, about 2 cups of chicken stock. Stir that around so I make sure I get all the flavour out of this pan. And what I'm going to do is pour it straight onto the beef. There we go. And of course I need some salt in there. You thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? A nice big pinch of salt because we need to flavour it. Now, if you have a look at this...
What are you talking about? There's so much flavour in there already.
You need more flavour. When you're cooking with meat, you need to have lots of salt. very, very important. And a good twist of pepper, another twist of pepper. Now, over there's a little bottle, Zoe. If you can pass that to me.
Yeah, I saw this. What actually is this?
This is called Parisien Essence, or in the kitchens of the world, we call it blackjack. Basically, it's a caramel. You burn the caramel, it goes black, and then you pour some water into it. And what you get is a food colouring that's black. So I'll put about 2 tablespoons of that in there. As I stir it around, it becomes a dark gravy. Instant. It's like magic, isn't it? Look at that. This will take about an hour and 15 minutes to simmer down. The flour that's in there will slowly thicken it up. It'll reduce down to be a nice vindaloo with plenty of spice in there for flavour, plenty of chilli for heat, and the gravy will thicken up and be a nice dark colour, and the beef will be nice and moist and tender. We'll have this with rice and roti bread. Oh, I can't wait for this. Have a look at this, Zoe.
It's really thickened up and it's very, very dark.
Oh, that Parisien Essence, or blackjack as we call it, just gives it the colour. So a vindaloo, to me, has to have that really dark colour. So, yeah, it's a good way of getting it. Nice, easy way. Look at that.
Nice.
Now, this is better than your local takeaway, I can guarantee you.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
What I've done here, Zoe, is some rice with a little bit of coconut milk in it, some roti bread as well. But get into the vindaloo, get into the actual...
I love the way that they eat Indian food, which just has a little bit of the rice, a bit of the vindaloo. Got to have that sauce on it, because that sauce smells fantastic.
That meat is so tender, Zoe. If I just push it with a fork like that, it just comes apart. It is so delicious and tender. You've made yourself a little vindaloo kebab. I love that, with some rice in it.
Oh, that's really good. It's spicy. I love it.
You could imagine, or you couldn't imagine this dish without all these spices in them.
No way.
Together, that's what brings it together to make a beautiful flavour. A chilli in there for the heat. I reckon this is a cracker.
It's really beautiful. It's a touch too salty for me, but, you know, I'm not someone who loves the salt, but the flavour, the spices, bang on. Love it.